What is going on, guys? I am Lude, and today we're going to be trying something a little bit different than what we normally do. As you can see, this is the deck that I am going to be using. It is 3.6 elixir, and if you haven't already noticed, we are going to be using only barbarians. As you can see, we have the regular bards, we have the elite barbarians, we have the barbarian hut, we have the battle ram, we have the mirror card, of course, that way we can mirror a card and have another barbarians of whatever kind we want. We have the log just in case, and the zap spell, and of course I included a ice spirit just to cycle. So this is going to be very interesting. 3.6 elixir, I don't know what to expect, so we're going to go ahead and jump into a classic challenge. I will not be playing this for sure, no doubt about that. Like, I'm not even going to attempt it on the ladder just because I don't expect that many wins. I will have ladder gameplay in the future, so stay tuned for those, but without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this classic challenge. Now honestly, I don't know what to expect. I think that it is possible, but we're gonna go ahead and find out. We are gonna be going up against Ulchero 2, and right off the bat they are hitting us with that angry emote. So they're going to go ahead and send in a hog rider right over here, and I'm just going to drop down my regular barbarians. I am going to be dropping down an ice spirit as well, and let's go in with this battle ram. Look at the amount of barbarians that we just have right now. That's quite a lot. Now he is going to be taking them out with this fire wizard because the fire wizard is such a great card when it comes to splash damage. Oh my god, holy shit, did they not go out? Whoa, oh my fucking god, that's crazy. So we just did a crazy amount of damage right over there, and of course they hit us up with that angry emote once again. I still cannot believe that we did that much damage just with the battle ram and barbarians. That's absolutely absurd. So we're going in with this barbarian hut right over here. He is going to be dropping down his hog rider once again, and he is going to be dropping down a goblin barrel as well. That barbarian did reach to the tower over there on the left. He is doing some damage slowly, and check this out, we just have an insane amount of barbarians on the field right now. I will be dropping down actually, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and leave that just because the fire wizard is such a great counter to some barbarians. I need this knight to reach the tower. Actually, you know what? Let's drop an ice spirit and let's go in with some elite barbarians. And at the same time, we are going to need to drop down a zap spell. So I am waiting for his skeleton army once he ends up dropping that. Where are they? He did not drop them. I'm surprised. I am going to mirror and go on the opposing lane. That way we can knock out that tower. But just by the looks of it, holy shit, dude, we are crushing it. He hits us up again with that angry emote. And look at this. That reached the tower. And of course, it took it out. I'm absolutely amazed right now. I cannot believe that this is working this well. That's fucking awesome. He goes in once again with this hog rider and goblin barrel. He is switching lanes over and over, which is not a good idea. You want to stay consistent onto your tower, and I don't know why he's, you know, consistently switching the lanes. So we're going in with all of this. We do have to zap this entire thing. Hopefully we can, you know, take out this fire wizard, but just by the looks of it, I cannot believe this. This is actually working. This is fucking crazy. We're gonna go ahead and send in the log right over here. We also are gonna be dropping down a battle ram, and just by the looks of it, we are going to be reaching the tower once again with that battle ram. Unbelievable. Just look at that. I still cannot believe all barbarians might actually work. So first match obviously is going to be a victory for us. There it is, and 5 seconds left. He still couldn't take out the tower. He hits us up with that tornado and zap at the king's tower, and he goes in with the angry emote. So the first match was absolutely flawless. I still can't believe that worked, but let's go ahead and jump into the second one and see if someone else can actually defeat this deck. So going into the second battle, let's see who we're going to be going up against. We are going up against Cappy, and let's see what we have at hand. So we do have the elite barbarians, we do have the ice spirit, we have the barbarians, and the battle ram. All pretty good cards. Now I am going to drop down the ice spirit right over here, and I am going to be splitting up my actually, you know what, let's send in a battle ram right over here and drop down a barbarian hut right in the middle for that giant. Now he is going to be dropping down his minions and Electro Wizard on the opposing lane, so that's going to be good for me just because I get to go ahead and take out his giant without him having some backup in the back of his giant. Now he is going to drop down an executioner, so I'm going to go ahead and surround that executioner with these barbarians. Hopefully we can take him out, and as you can see, we kited that minion right over there, and we are taking out that giant. So this guy is putting up a much more difficult fight than the last opponent. As you can see, he did a lot more damage, and it's going to be difficult to counter it. So he does have a Fire Wizard. Again, Fire Wizard is such a great counter to all the types of Barbarians. Fire Wizard can counter Elite Barbarians, Battle Ram, and even the regular Barbarians. So there goes all of that. We're going to go ahead and send in the Battle Ram right in the front. They will be taking that out. We are going to drop an Ice Spirit, and hopefully we're going to send in a Zap right over here. We do have the mirrored Zap just in case, but look at that. Barbarians and Elite Barbs are on the tower, and that tower is completely out of the park. As you can see, that is absurd. I am just amazed at this. This is actually fucking working. I didn't expect this, you know. I was just sitting in my room. I was like, all right, I need to think of a video idea, and then once I thought about this, I'm like, let's go for it. And it's working. I still cannot believe this. All right. So we did take out the first tower. We do have 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the match, and I think at this point that we are going to be winning this one. He goes ahead and sends in his Executioner into that lane on the right side. Now I am going to be dropping the let's see, should I? Yeah, let's go ahead and send in the Elite Barbarians onto this side on the left lane, and let's see if he drops his Electro Wizard or something. He goes in with the Giant, and that's actually not a bad play. I am going to be splitting up the Elite Barbs right at the middle over here in the back. That way we can go ahead and counter them. I also am going to be dropping down an Ice Spirit and a Battle Ram for that Fire Wizard. That way the Fire Wizard doesn't go onto my Elite Barbarian, and as you can see, he drops down even a Valkyrie. So we're going to go ahead and send in a Barbarian hut right over here. It looks like at this rate he's not going to be able to reach our tower. That Fire Wizard is still alive and going to town with his attacks. Now I am going to be dropping the Elite Barbarians right over here. I also am going to be dropping a Barbarian onto that Executioner. We also are going to be dropping an Ice Spirit, and we're going to go ahead and log this entire thing along with a Zap. Now hopefully that should do it. He does have this Fire Wizard coming in. I am just going to go ahead and mirror the Zap. 1 second left. That is the second victory, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. So this deck actually has potential. I still don't know if it's going to be worth trying it onto the ladder, but we're going to hold off and continue on to the third battle. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright, third battle, we are going up against Juventino, and let's see what we have at hand. Now we do have the Barbarian hut, once again, the Barbarians, the Battle Ram, and the Elite Barbarians. So we do have a good starting hand right off the bat. I am going to start off with the Barbarian hut just because I want to drop something and see what the opponent has to counter it with. So there goes the Barbarian hut. He does have a minion horde, and luckily for him, I don't really have anything to counter. I am going to have to drop down a Elite Barbarians right over here, and we're going to go in with this minion horde, or I mean Ice Spirit, sending in the Zap, and hopefully we can take out that Elite Barbarian before it reaches the tower, and thankfully we did. We did waste a lot of elixir at that play, but we ended up making sure we didn't take any damage, because if we did, it was going to be an insane amount of damage. So right over here, I am going to be dropping down a log just because he goes in with this Fire Wizard and Skeleton Army. So there goes the Fire Wizard. It is going to take one hit onto that tower, but we are going to reset with this Barbarian hut, and he goes ahead and sends in his minion horde. Now we are going to be dropping down a Barbarian right over here and one elixir Ice Spirit. We do have the Zap just in case, but by the looks of it, you know, it's fine. We're not going to go ahead and Zap because it can be taken out. He went ahead and actually mirrored, which is not really a smart play. I am going to go ahead and send in a Zap just because, you know, I saved my Zap for a certain reason, and there you go. That's why you use smart plays and save your cards just in case something happens. So we're gonna go ahead and actually drop down a Battle Ram right over here with these Barbarians. He goes in with his Skeleton Army and his Graveyard. Now unfortunately I'm gonna have to play some Barbarians defensively, but check it out at the top. Our Battle Ram did get to the tower and made some damage right over there, and that Barbarian is swinging away with this damage. Now I am going to go ahead with the Ice Spirit right over here, sending it in, and I'm actually going to go ahead and send in a Barbarian hut right over here. He went ahead and actually sent in his Elite Barbarians. I will drop mine very, very soon. I feel like he's going to be mirroring them, and that shouldn't be that much of a problem. There goes his mirror, and there, I predicted it. I told you guys. So we're going to go ahead and send in a log right over here as well, and we're going to drop down a Ice. Actually, you know what? There's no need for that Ice Spirit. I am going to wait for this Fire Wizard to drop at the bridge, and there goes my Barbarians. We also are going to drop an Ice Spirit and Elite Barbarians right over here. And by the looks of it, I think that is going to do it. Let's go ahead and see if we can make it to the tower. There it is. That's the last of it. Sending in the zap. 5 seconds in the game right now, and as you can see, he has to go in with his rocket. I'm gonna hit him up with the good game. That is it. 3 wins right off the bat. I think that this deck actually has potential. I'm completely surprised that all Barbarians actually worked. I didn't expect it at all. Honestly, I was thinking that we were gonna get a lot of losses, but in the end, we actually didn't even get a single loss. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this type of video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and share it with anyone that you think needs sharing. I am Lude. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and as always, stay positive. Peace.